sun-drenched tropical paradise of Isle Delfino. We're so pleased to welcome you to our beautiful home. Come enjoy a natural wonderland to which we've added the world's finest resort facilities, a spectacular amusement park, and succulent seafood. All this and more await you on Isle Delfino. Come relax and let us refresh your body and spirit.
That shadow. Those were the dunes.
Quite Super Mario Sunshine! Woohoo!
Hello everyone, and welcome to the start of my playthrough of Super Mario Sunshine. This has been a game that I've wanted to play for quite some time, but have decided to wait a little bit. Now, a lot of people when it comes to this game have very, very mixed feelings. A lot of people either really like this game or really dislike it. And again, I have been practicing a little. So, I'm going to choose file C for my playthrough, just because I want to. But those of you who don't know what this game is, it is a platformer game. It is the second major platformer Mario game that Nintendo made, releasing all the way back in, I think, 2002 or 2003. I think it might be 2003. It did just say on the title screen, but I wasn't paying attention. The next thing that I want to say is trying to play this on my, well, playing through my computer monitor was a pain in the neck, because for some reason some of the cutscenes decide to lag. So, without further ado, we're going to get straight into this game before Mario falls asleep, and I'm going to try and be quiet during the cutscenes.
What happened? What's this icky paint-like goop? It's moving.
Now, boys, don't touch that stuff.
Excuse me, but... Huh?
I am most concerned with the well-being of the princess in this dreadful heat. Master Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and find some assistance.
Mario, be careful, I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, so this game, a lot of people have an issue with the controls, and the other thing that I want to just say as well is that my screen playing this is way too big, which is why a lot of the textures look really pixelated. And I'm also playing on a Switch controller again, which has slight Joy-Con drift, which is very annoying because I've only had this controller about 4 years, and I'm probably going to have to replace it soon because, well, Joy-Con drift is an issue, especially when playing this game. And ironically, my previous Joy-Cons started drifting so badly when I played the 3D All-Stars version of this game. Now, before I go and activate the next cutscene, I just want to start by saying I'm going to try my best to 100% this game. This is the GameCube version of the game because, well, every single time I tried playing my Switch version, it just didn't work. Like, whenever I tried recording it through OBS, it was just a black screen, and I couldn't get it to work. So I had to go dig through my, let's just say, games that I have lying on my shelf downstairs, and it took nearly about an hour for me to find it because, well, I put the wrong game in the wrong box like an idiot, and it was actually in my Double Dash game, so it was in my Double Dash box for some reason, but oh well, I found it in the end and here I am. And having to practice this, just, oh my gosh, this is not built for playing through it on your PC, this is built for TVs. On my TV it looks fine, but when I try and record it through my PC, just for some reason, the Goop graphics look so weird.
Power up complete. Thank you for purchasing this item from Gad Science Incorporated. Preparing to register customer information. Scanning and classifying subject data. Subject identified as Mario, resident of the Mushroom Kingdom. Data storage complete. I am Flood, a flash liquidizer ultra dowsing device. I hope to be of assistance. Proceeding with user instruction. Use the R button to shoot water from my tank. If you press the R button all the way down, you can stop and shoot. You can then use the control stick to aim in any direction. Press the X button to switch to the hover nozzle. You can then press the R button to hover in the air for a short time. If this tank is empty, no water can be sprayed. To refill tank, enter a body of water and press the R button. Instructions complete. Proceed.
So the next issue I have with this game is pretty much in most games after this point, you have both A and B on a Switch controller as the jump button, and I prefer pressing B to jump because it's easier to hold the Y button to dash on some of the 2D games. I'm going to have to get used to pressing A again, which I haven't done for ages. And do I want to hear my explanation again? No, not really. The other issue is I cannot shoot water while running on this game because you have to hold down the button very lightly. But anyways, you get a little bit of practice here, and you do get to control the camera freely in this game, which is nice, but if you see, if I try to run while doing it, I have to stop temporarily. We've got a first boss of the game, it's really not that difficult. In fact, you can literally just do it without moving. And get used to seeing this one, as we'll be seeing it again. Next thing I want to talk about is why have I decided to do Super Mario Sunshine as my next playthrough. I've wanted to do a Mario game for a while, but I wasn't sure which one to do. I'm absolutely awful at Super Mario 64 to the point where I would probably not be able to complete the game. And truth to be told, it's a little bit difficult to master the controls. But you can actually clean these guys off as well. Brum, blech. Wow, I really thought I was a goner. Hey, hang on, it's you. This whole mess is all your fault. Wow, a Shine Sprite. But I wanted to stick doing GameCube games, and seeing as I finished Pikmin, I thought might as well do Sunshine next. I'm just going to say this as well, this will be the last GameCube game I do for a while. I'm going to be moving on to a Steam game next, and no, not Stardew Valley, that's not happening for ages. It's probably going to be another platformer next, but we'll see how I feel. But anyways, so this is the star equivalent of this game, and do I want to save my data? No. And the reason why, if I have a recording crash and I've saved myself after getting some of the stars, or not stars, Shine Sprites, I will have to redo them. And there's another collectible called Blue Coins, which you need 240 of to get all of the Shine Sprites in the game. If I get a blue coin and save it after me getting it and my recording crashes, I can't recollect it. I will therefore have to boot up another file to show where the blue coin is, which I don't really want to do. I would rather have the game crash, which is very unlikely because I haven't had a single game crash other than, well, it wasn't even Pikmin that crashed, it was the recording software that crashed. so I had to reload that. But either way, I prefer not to have an issue.
Quite an unusual device. Is it some sort of pump?
I am Flood, glad to meet you. Hey, someone's coming.
Court is now in session.
As you are no doubt aware, someone has been senselessly defacing Fair Isle Delfino using some paint-like substance. The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home, and yes, endangering our very way of life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness. Expert shine scholars have determined that this darkness has arisen because all of our guardians, the Shine Sprites, have vanished from their gathering spot at the Shine Gate. The reason? It's quite obvious. This horrible graffiti is to blame. Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than Mario.
Objection!
Overruled. I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island. Until Isle Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork, Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
Worst judge ever, by the way.
This appears to be quite a predicament, Mario. Data analysis verifies that the island's inhabitants are indeed troubled by pollution, but the pollution itself is not the main problem. Mario, you witnessed this object at the airstrip, correct? It is a Shine Sprite. Shine Sprites are the source of power on Isle Delfino. They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the graffiti incident has
Excuse me.
polluted the island and most of the Shine Sprites have fled. There is no longer any power to support the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders. It is most pitiable. The only way to ensure the return of the Shine Sprites is to keep the island from becoming any dirtier. The perpetrator is likely at work even as we speak. And you, Mario, are being treated as a criminal. Tomorrow we must do our best to resolve this situation.
So, can I just point out that that is the worst judge of all time? As a judge, you're meant to treat every suspect as innocent before proven guilty. Peach and Toadsworth had an objection because it physically couldn't have been us as we arrived less than 10 minutes ago, yet it had been happening for months. Yet we still got accused. But then again, that is the main plot of the game, so we can let them off. But it just makes no sense that this was even a thing that happened, and it's just silly to me every time. And no, I don't want to see that again.
Straight that way. You can't miss the mesh, pal. Your first job's to get rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching you, pal. We'll know if you start slacking off.
Okay, so pretty much most of the tutorial bit is done now. And we can now get straight into the game.
Mario.
But now there's actually enemies that will come out of the goop. These things will just try to jump at you. They're not that bad. You want to get rid of much of the goop as you can, this way they won't now attack you. And try not to stand too close though, because, well, you'll be in the goop. What you want to do is just make sure that there's no enemies trying to sneak up on you, and then just keep hitting the boss. Again, this one's fairly easy, it only takes 3 hits to defeat itself.
Princess, look! On the statue's head!
Mario?
Right, I'm going to warn you, I'm going to be absolutely terrible at this because I can't run and shoot water at the same time because I'm using a Switch controller and I can't just lightly press the button. Go backwards. I think he went backwards. He's meant to jump up here next. Oh, he's back there. Oh, yeah, if you bump into him, you get hit. I can't do that fly, or flood, sorry. Oh, I suppose I can get damaged then. Yeah, but he's not very good because he just goes in the same pattern every time. Okay, surely he's nearly gone by now. Yeah, there he goes. Ow, ow, ow! Not fair. Completely unfair. You shouldn't be allowed to use tools like that. And he's just going to run off. He basically just goes in here. Or he's going to wait for me even though I'm there already. Okay. Here we go. And here we have the first level of the game. Bianco Hills. And we have episode 1, which is Road to the Big Windmill. Which is basically how the missions are going to work. Okay, so this level's pretty easy as it is the starting world. Each level gives you an intro of what you need to do, so to help you avoid getting lost. So for this one we just want to go up to the graffiti here, while dodging all the stuff that is being chucked in our way. Okay. Thankfully we're invincible in the cutscenes. And then we've got this enemy again for the third time. And basically, similar to the fountain, all of the hill just, for some reason, just rises. And there we go. Alright. I know it's not the longest episode, and I know I just basically did the intro to the game, but this is going to be it for the first episode. The next one will be longer. So thank you all so much for watching, and hope you have hope you enjoy the rest of your day.